Namaste Soul Family, subconscious community, everyone tuning into this video. This is basically part 2 of the very last video we put up, where we're here on February 27th, Wednesday, 2019. So this is the perfect day for me to communicate all this, and we're going to talk about the direct and specific planetary aspects that we have going on. Basically, a look deeper into the specific aspects and opportunities we have today. A lot of opportunities, as well as some learning processes that we have going on today, specifically at the moment that I'm making this video. There's going to be one that's occurring in a few hours I'm telling you about in this video. So this should be a shorter video. We're only talking about a few planets here and a few aspects. So let's talk about it real quick. With that being said, so hopefully you can see this little chart here. Planetary aspects, 22719, specifics. And so what we have here for the first one is Sun. So these are all direct aspects. These are all applying, and they're applying directly. So this is currently happening at this moment as I speak. So these energies are forming these aspects, and these planets are forming these alignments. So let's talk about it a little more. Interpreting. We got the Sun here, and this is the 6-pointed star representing the symbol for sextile. So sextile is a 60-degree angle, giving us an opportunity when these two energies come together. That's what a 60-degree angle or a trine, sextile, not trine, will represent. So we have Sun, sextile, Mars. So Sun representing our conscious awareness and actions and what we see, and then Mars representing our passions, desires, motivations, and energy. And right now Mars is in detriment in Taurus, the fixed earth, being fixated on your own way of thinking and being practical, the second house of the zodiac. And then we have Sun in Pisces, the 12th house of the zodiac, the mutable water house, dealing with being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of feeling and dealing with the emotions. So they're both negatively charged signs, talking about that earth-water thing, earth-water polarity, both negative charging, meaning they're grounding and they're nurturing and nourishing. And we're stabilizing mobility in many ways in a very emotional but also practical way right now. So it's not the most intellectual by any means. It's very practical and very go with the flow type of emotional energy. But when it comes to that Sun sextile Mars, they're both on 9 degrees right now. So Sun is 9 degrees Pisces and Mars is 9 degrees Taurus. So this is what's giving us that direct aspect. They're on the same degree, which means that right now, currently, so things would be happening right now, like you'll be, as an example, with the Sun sextiling Mars by degree at the moment, something like you'll get an opportunity when it comes to something that you're conscious of, that you're also very passionate about, but it might be a debilitated type of passion, something that you've purposely stayed away from in your life at the urge or request of others or of yourself, of your own ego or your own spirit. Any aspect of you that told you to stay away from this type of passion or motivation or desire, something that energizes you. This is but something that has always been there. This is the type of opportunities we'll be having right now. It could be a very dreamlike, it will probably appear in a very dreamlike and illusory way, with the Sun being in Pisces conjunct Neptune as well as conjunct Mercury. So we're going to be able to think and communicate about this, as well as dream about it and imagine. And this is all going to be conscious. So this is, yeah. I think that about does it for that little aspect. So moving on, that's the negatively charged aspect. We're going to move on to another negatively charged aspect, another water-earth sextile. So here we're talking about, we're talking about Mercury and Venus. So we've got Mercury here, sextile Venus, and this is by degree as well. They're both in 27 degrees of their respected signs, which are 2 signs apart for that 60-degree angle of the sextile. We've got Pisces and Capricorn. So Mercury, 27 degrees Pisces, and Venus in 27 degrees Capricorn, forming that direct sextile at the moment. So that's bringing together our ways of loving and valuing and relating and creating artwork and things like that. That's what Venus is dealing with, and that very cardinal Earth, that initiative energy of thinking and practical, of thinking and being practical. That very Earth stabilization, feminine Saturn energy. That's where Venus is right now, 27 degrees, about to make it to the cusp of Capricorn Aquarius, the cusp of mystery and imagination, the dust cusp, and so. So we have Mercury representing our thinking and communication and intellectuality of our left brain. Venus also being a left brain type of energy, and they're both in water and earth. So a negative, stabilizing type of energy, nourishing, and Mercury is in detriment as well as fallen. So Mercury, our thoughts and communication and intellectual capacity might be extremely debilitated right now, but still forming that aspect with Venus. So we'll still be able to think and communicate about it, again, most likely in a very dreamlike, illusory way, a very go with the flow, riding the waves type of way, or it could be a drowning type of way, because Mercury, like I was talking about, could be drowning. It's kind of back and forth between drowning and some other stuff right now, but drowning is up there for sure. So Mercury not necessarily digging it, but about to make it out of Pisces, as Venus is about to make it out of Capricorn and enter Aquarius. So they're both making it out of signs that they don't really care about, and then going into signs they don't really care about either. So we'll see what's up, man. It'll be cool. So that about does it for Mercury and Venus. Let me try to give an example of that type of energy. So we'd be able to think and communicate, I mean, I basically already said it all, in a very dreamlike, illusory way about something that we love and appreciate, but we want to initiate something based off of what we love and relate to and value and appreciate and things like that. So we want to think and communicate about it in a dreamlike manner, or a go with the flow. Hopefully you're riding the wave. It's hopefully not against the wave or drowning type of energy. Hopefully you're on the upper spectrum of that, on the higher vibration, higher vibrational scale, higher dimension, however you want to say it. And then, you're going to be, but make no mistake about it, you're thinking. Everyone right now is thinking and maybe not communicating, because it's kind of an introverted energy with Mercury and Pisces. Very, very, very introverted Mercury right now. Mercury can't do shit right now. Mercury can't communicate or express shit. So Mercury is just thinking introverted right now to himself. And so a lot of people are thinking about what they love right now, and they want to create based off of what they love, but there's a lot of illusions built around that. And I can dig that right now as I'm making these videos and doing all sorts of other stuff. So I dig that for sure. I can feel it. So it's occurring right now as I'm making this video, man. This is amazing. I mean, these planets have been dancing around, dancing with each other for a while now with these aspects and these angles. So, this is energy I've definitely been feeling. I don't know how deep I can go with it now, because I kind of want to just stick to the topics. But yeah, so Pisces is hot right now. Pisces is the spot, and it's getting hot. Them waves are getting churned up and heated up, man. That water might get to a boiling point. We'll see about that. But and so the last thing we have to talk about in this video, I think I'm just going to move on from there. Last thing we're going to talk about is that the moon is going to be squaring Mercury. So this is the aspect I was telling you guys about that will be happening in a few hours. I'd say approximately like 2 to 4 hours. The moon will be on the 27th degree of Sagittarius. Actually, it might be more like 6 hours, but definitely within the next 6 hours or so, the moon will make it to 27 degrees Sagittarius. And at that point, right now, I think as I make this video, the moon is on the 25th degree, I believe, of Sagittarius. I could be wrong. Maybe it's even 26th. So within the next few hours, for sure, moon will be on the 27th degree of Sagittarius. And for that roughly 2 hours that the moon is on that degree, it will be forming a direct 90-degree angle, aka a square, as you can see here, with Mercury in Pisces. So Pisces and Sagittarius coming together represent the two sides of Jupiter. So the moon is in Sagittarius, the masculine side of Jupiter, and Mercury is in the feminine side of Jupiter, which is Pisces. So Sagittarius representing, mutable fire, the ninth house, being that being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling. So whereas Pisces is the feeling and the emotion and the deep in the waters, right? The waves, mutable water being the water sign. Sagittarius is the mutable flame, the mutable fire. So it's flames, wildfires dancing all over the place in a very philosophical manner, divine, spiritual manner, things like this. So, and the moon happens to be in conjunction with Jupiter right now too, because Jupiter's, just like we talked about in the last video, on the 21st degree of Sagittarius. So giving the moon that extra power to basically square the Sun, Mercury, and Neptune together. But as far as direct aspects going, specific direct aspects, we're talking about the Moon and Mercury. So our reactions and our emotions and feelings being in mutable fire, directly squaring at a 90-degree angle, giving us a learning process, but still an aspect / opportunity, but a learning process type of opportunity. This will be happening in the next few hours. Mercury will be representing our thinking and communication, and that is in Pisces right now. So, so more ways to. So what everyone's thinking about right now, as far as Venus goes, and Mercury and Venus directly sextiling each other. As I make this video, people are thinking about what they love and value and appreciate and relate to, and the type of art they're into, and all this type of thing. And then later on today, people are going to be really feeling those thoughts that they had today, and maybe they're communicating too. But like I said, this is the time where people would potentially not be communicating, and if they are, it's not going well, or it's not the points are, people are being misunderstood left and right. Things are being miscommunicated and misunderstood, and there's confusion. So that's what leads me to say a lot of people will probably be thinking to themselves in an introverted manner right now. But later on, in a few hours, we're going to be thinking about it in a very philosophical, higher knowledge and wisdom way. It's going to be a very, very polar opposite type of energy, but not playing out in an opposition or a 180-degree angle, but playing out in a square of a 90-degree angle. So it's giving us a learning process, not as crazy as an opposition, and it's it's the two polar opposites of Mercury and Jupiter coming together. Really, it's the signs that are involved here, Pisces and Sagittarius being the two sides of Jupiter, and then Mercury and Jupiter being polar opposites as far as their charge goes and their natural planetary energies. So Jupiter being right brain, Mercury being left brain, and the Moon and the Sun are clicked up with them right now too. So the Sun's clicked up with Mercury in Pisces, not too close to each other, but they're in the same sign. And Moon's clicked up with Jupiter. So there's going to be a lot of squaring and learning processes when it comes between our intellectual thinking and communication, and our conscious awareness versus our subconscious awareness, and our higher knowledge and wisdom and abundance and our true values and things like this. So our higher values, I guess I should say. So I think this about does it. I wanted to keep this video kind of short too. Between this and the last video, we really dove into some really cool aspects going on. Basically, things are going down. As I could say, shit's going down right now. That's why when planets directly aspect each other by a degree like this is when things really happen here in our world, in our realm. Things go down. Shit goes down. If you want to say it like that. So this is that right now, and let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to be coming at you with some more videos soon for sure. It's Nick here from Full Moon Fallen Astro Topics. It's been a good day of putting up videos. I think I got to shut it down for today, but I'm excited to get to some more videos soon. Let me know what you guys want to see coming out. We're going to come out with new video series, new series of videos, but we're also so far I'm having a good time diving into these aspects and energy videos. So hope you dig, man. And until next time, subconscious community, soul family, star family, and everyone around the world who tuned in, thank you. And until next time, namaste.